Hello Internet and welcome back to my channel. Another stock update for your viewing pleasure. Here we have National Sign Media Inc. We're going to check them out together real quick. NCMI. NCMI. Do I can read that correctly? Ugh, losing my vision. NCMI. National Sign Media Inc. Trading at a whopping 23 cents today. Quick review. 1-year chart. Absolute collapse from $2.50 a share. Down to down to down to down to down. Wow. 6-month chart. More downsies. 1-month chart. Oh, we couldn't even handle a month. 5-day chart. No, we couldn't do it again. Down 5% in 5 days. 1-day chart. Hey, we got a winner. If you waited all that time till today, you could have made less than 1%. I'm sorry, 6% up today. We had a big up day today. Did they really hit the bottom? Did something amazing happen? Is this the end of their worries? Let's find out. Market cap 18 million US dollars. We're talking about a tiny little company here. Average volume 833,000. A little bit of popularity, but with the stock being so cheap, that's probably why. Dividend 51%. I doubt anyone's getting that. Like a dime a year? That's crazy. Can't possibly be doing that. Well, we know their stock is sucked traditionally. Let's find out what they do. Let me read this and I'll tell you. Oh, I just got a really good laugh. These people do the TV commercials before your movie when you go to the movie theater. So when you watch those TV commercials, or the movie theater commercials, that's what they do. They just got sued by the Department of Justice. They tried to do a merger with another company that does the exact same thing. They're going to make one big company out of the two companies, and the Department of Justice would not let them join forces. Nobody goes to the movies anymore. These people have no business anymore. There's no viewership on these commercials. I couldn't think of a more dead medium for commercials than a movie theater. My God, YouTube would get more attention than you would think. Anyhow, that's scary. This stock, I'll tell you. What do you think? 300 billion shares issued? How many? Here's the income statement. It's a rocky road. Look at this. We got revenue. We got $31 million. This is like every movie theater in the country. Net loss, though, 16 million. I was back in. Oh wait, let's go annually. Much easier to tell. Looks like it used to be an okay little gig that they had going on here. $496 million of revenue every year. Who would have guessed that those little commercials before a movie were worth that? They made $58 million this year. Happy campers, high stock price, good things in 2017. 2018 came along, 441. It's like they didn't grow. Yeah, they did grow. They grew a little bit, and they even made less net income, $29 million for the year. Still, they made money. 2019, $444 million. Net income, $36 million. Positive. All of a sudden, where'd all the revenue go? It's like, hello, we did 444 in 1 year. Oh, this is COVID. Did they really shut down every movie theater in the country? They did, didn't they? And look, people didn't come back to the movies. Is that what happened here? Because I might be interested if that's the case, because this thing here used to make some money. maybe this is just some weird freak accident. Will people ever go back to the movies? Why were people going to the movies in 2019? Was this still happening? Into the movie theaters? Are they pressured by the people who make the movies to buy these commercials from this company? This seems like some pretty solid revenue. We're talking $500 million a year here, pretty consistently, with nice profits, pretty consistently. And then COVID comes early in the year. The theaters, I think, where they were shut down all year long. They weren't even allowed to show a commercial. That's right. Wow, this just got interesting. And here we go again. Revenue went up in 2021. They lost $49 million in 2021. In 2020, they lost $65 million. Wow. Go USA. We put every single movie theater out of business. Could you imagine what the movie theaters suffered if this was their advertising before the movie would start? They couldn't show it. That's why. But look at the comeback. There's no comeback. Well, I think half the country was still shut down in 2021. California was still shut down. I think Hawaii was still shut down. New York was still shut down. That was when they were requiring vaccines from everybody. I don't have the 2022 chart right here, obviously. I'd like to see it. I got a feeling their revenue might have come back because I think the movie theaters are open. And if they're showing movies and if they're forced into this bullshit contract where they get to $500 million every year for showing those commercials to just the few people that are there watching the movie, because there's nobody in the theater except for opening night to something popular, or if they finally get something good, it might be the rage for a couple of days. But the movie theater near my house, we have a really nice one. It's got stadium seating. It's got everything playing. I can go enjoy a movie, and 90% of the time, I'm the only one in the theater. It's really creepy, but kind of nice because I get to sit dead center and fancy seating. Revenue, well, kind of like all these numbers are out the window. This is a COVID chart at this point. What we want to know at this point is, will they stay in business? Do they have enough money? This is their balance sheet. Wow. Look at those liabilities. 2021, 800. They always carried them, though. Liabilities, 817, 886, even in the good years, 1.13 billion. They just have all kinds of liabilities. Why? Why would they have these kinds of liabilities? Maybe when they bought the company or something, they financed it, or who knows? Maybe they made some kind of deal where they gave some other company some long-term cut of this, and that's the grand total of it. And here we have assets, which are actually equal. They start to become a little unequal at COVID, but not really, you'd think. They lost some assets. Maybe they sold some off to pay for that crap. 2 years. Let's see if they have any money. Cash, $101 million. Huh. I guess it really all comes down to how does 2022 look. If 2022 people went back to the movies and they got their revenue back, I would feel a whole lot different about this. But by looking at the chart for, let's just say, for 1 year, we're down 92%. It looks just like 2022 optimism. And then first quarter, maybe second quarter, and then third quarter, and then fourth quarter, and then just, oh shit. Like people aren't going back to the movies even in 2022. Have they had a good movie in 2022? I did the unlimited movies for a month. It was really fun, actually. I think I went like 5 times. And you got to go see as many movies as you want for free whenever you wanted to. You didn't need to get a ticket. It was $20. I was the only one there. It felt kind of weird. And nobody checked for my ticket. Nobody wanted to see my ticket. I could have just walked in and walked at the movie, literally. But there were 6 people behind the concession stand, and they were there. Distress Daily, Sign World bankruptcy puts advertiser in lurch. Yep, I guess that's the end of it. Distress Daily, Sign World bankruptcy puts advertiser in lurch. Oh, what's a lurch? 7% down on that day. That was October 6th of 2022. National Cinemedia reports Q3 loss tops revenue estimates. Oh, maybe people went back to the movies. National Cinemedia reports third quarter loss tops revenue estimates. Well, I get the quarter 3 loss. They probably have a lot of catching up to do. A lot of bill collectors out there that want their money. I want to see what the revenue was. National Cinemedia came out with a quarterly loss of 13 cents per share versus the Zacks consensus estimate of a loss of 12 cents. Wow, so they lost a whole penny more. The company was at 19 cents per share a year ago. That was during that crappy 2021 recovery. The quarterly report represents an earnings surprise of negative 8.33 a quarter ago. It was expected for this theater advertising company to post a loss of 6 cents per share. Oh no, they had a positive, negative 8.33. Oh, that'd be a surprise. It seems like it's worse than 6 cents. When it actually proves the loss of a penny. Okay, now it makes sense. Wow. Delivering a surprise of 83%. Wow. Over the last 4 quarters, the company has surpassed consensus EPS estimates just once. I don't really care what the consensus thinks. This is COVID nonsense with the shutdowns, the no thing that forced them out of business, and they didn't do anything wrong. They had their little gig, they had their contracts, they had their commercials. Apparently, it didn't matter that I was the only one in the theater. This business was rolling, and they just shut it down. Now we got to worry about what some marketing company or Zach's estimates. Who cares? But let's read it. Which National Signmine, which belongs to the Zach's advertising and marketing industry, posted revenues of $54.5 million for the quarter ended. So they're tracking about $200 million a year at that pace, surpassing Zach's consensus estimates for 8.37. Who cares? I don't care what their estimates are. Sustainability with the Cinemedia price movement based on the recently released numbers. The future earnings expectations will mostly depend on management's commentary on the earnings call. The shares have lost about 85%. What's next for National? Well, National Cinemedia the market for last year. There's no easy answers to this question, they say. But one reliable measure that can make investors address this is to the company's earnings outlook. Not only does this include current or consistent earnings. Well, let's just go see how much $200 million got back. All right. Well, we got some proportion for 2022 now. They got about half their business back. The line is for revenue is sitting right around here. For 2022. I don't know. They might have. You just can't compare anything to being shut down for 2 years. Can they survive bankruptcy? Which bankruptcy was it? The stock is still sitting at this price. Doesn't seem like a Chapter 7. Seems like a recovery bankruptcy of some sort. Probably with one of their creditors that they're fighting with because their balance sheet is crappy. Here's their balance sheet. Started to get a little askew here. Looks like they needed $400 million real quick. Somebody's mad that they're not getting their money. Here they were cool with it. Here's where the bank started calling. And here's where they had to do their bankruptcy probably. Or the next year. But business has come back. Half of it in a year. Will we get the whole thing back? That's the question. There's just a lot of risk right now. The bankruptcy is a ton of risk. Do they have that kind of money to pay these people off? No, they have $114 million. They can't fix the debt that way. How many outstanding shares do they have? Oh yeah, well, it's down at the bottom, that's right. Hold on, sorry, I didn't mean to make you dizzy. Outstanding shares, 81 million. They could dilute themselves again, maybe one more time, and save the day. I think they're going to keep showing their commercials. I don't know if people are going back to the movie theater, though. I can't believe they were still going to the movies in 2019. Maybe this is an old contract from when movies were cool. Like they signed like a 20-year contract. You give us this much per theater, everybody's like, okay. And then it's 2020 and you're like, oh man, 2019, oh man, we got to pay these people. These commercials that nobody watches. Everybody's getting popcorn and missing them like me. If the movie starts at 2 o'clock, I show up at 2:20. I don't want to see 20 minutes of this crap. They've put 20 minutes of it in front of me. It's gotten so obnoxious. Anyway, my review on this one is no, I don't do anything with a bankruptcy. But if you're really, really into this one, or into movies, or into something, this might be, I don't know. It could be something for somebody, but it's not for me. National Cinemedia. Check it out if you're interested. I'm shocked that it's still at 23 cents yet. I think it's probably Chapter 11 bankruptcy. I just think it's reorganization. It's something they might come out of. If it were a real bankruptcy, I don't think we'd see a price here. Yeah. But anyhow, thanks for watching my video. Have a wonderful night. Maybe 1 out of 10 is a winner, guys. I'm really sorry. But we look at these things together real quick. Leave me some notes below if you have any comments or questions or insight or things that I need to know. I'd love to know. I'd love to learn. And like and subscribe and hit me up for the next video. We find some good ones. I had one that was a 41% up this morning. I was really excited. I just reviewed it and I liked it just a little bit, and then I bought some. I was really happy about that. So it was a pretty good day. But if you keep searching for gold, you do find it. And there's some of them out there that are just really no-brainers. You just have to find it. And that really sucks because you have to sit there and do a lot of research. Or you can sit back on your couch and watch my videos. That's probably much easier. Thanks and have a good night. Bye-bye.